Client number 104. Can you believe that? Here is your reading for the year ahead. Talking about themes today. So what I have here is I have each month spread out. I was called also to bring out the Energy and Spirit Oracle, and Gateway is hanging out here. So I'm just going to get these guys into this little, into the little bowl. There we go. The cutest little tarot cards you ever did see. We're just going to give them a nice shuffle up. Give them a nice shuffle up. I'm going to pull these guys out as well. I love playing with new decks with you because the cards are just like so in tune already. So here we are. This is your year ahead reading. And again, nothing is set in stone. Our free will comes into play at every single point in every single time of our lives. And this is a lot of fun. A beautiful incense going in the background. That incense is called Winter Solstice. I got it from the market. So what I'll do is I'll just assign the cards here as we go. And then we'll do any insight as usual that's needed. And I just have this little cute little crystal bowl that comes in with it. One card for each month, and then we'll just get an insight as to the energy that goes with it. Oh, here we go. And if we need any more insight into that, we'll pull it. Okay, they are so darn cute. So I just have the little cup. Let's stick the little cup right there. There we go. Okay, so what it looks like is we're getting ready for our new year. We're coming to conclusion with our cycles. We're seeing and reviewing what needs to be done going further, and just really having sort of like a focus going into next year, like goals. But we don't want to put it too much in stone. So leave room for more expansion, for more. This is the year of more, right? We're wearing a sparkly shirt. All right, what do we have in January? Ooh, let's get a light going on. We have the Hermit card coming in January. There we are, the Hermit card. That's all about self-discovery and shining your light. So the experience and the light is shining towards the past. We've got Gateway here, exceeding expectations. I soar into excellence. So with these two, with these two cards coming in, it is a gateway of, again, just sort of taking it easy and exploring what is going on, like exploring where you've come from and into where you are going. Okay, I also have your 2 questions here from your email. So this is where that introspection comes. This is where it's like, okay, is this going to be absolutely a fresh new start with more opportunities? Because that's what you've created, okay? February, ooh, we're looking at the 7 of Swords. Taking what's yours, leaving the rest of the circus behind. So that's where you're going to be having that look of, that's where you're going to be having a look of what are you taking and leaving behind from this last year, and what are we taking forward? We've got the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse position come in as well. So having a look, ooh, I like that. Look at, he's looking at the 10 of Pentacles. So what didn't work, leave that behind. What is working, take that with you. Oh, another gateway card is coming. Breaking barriers. I'm expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. That's what this 7 is really describing to you. Oh, they're so tiny, right? So you're breaking through that. You're taking that information. You're using what has been given and going forward with it. All right, our March feeling here, we've got the 4 of Wands reversed. So now it's taking this insight, it's taking that review, taking what you need, leaving the rest. It's allowing this to start new foundations, right? New things, new opportunities, right? We've got new ways of doing things. Our little insight in March here is, oh yeah, okay, yeah. A lot of 7s coming in for you too. It's like the tides are turning. There's some review that needs to be had, but you know that. It's in the question that you sent to me. So making these new things, making these new foundations, some people may be questioning why you're doing this. Why are you not doing this anymore? Why are you doing this now? You need to stand firm with what was working, right? So having an honest look, analytics, having a review of what you've changed, not changing too much all at once, right? Creation. Number 37, another 7 showing up, which is a 10, which is a 1. Soul expression and something new. Oh, and look at her watering those flowers that are building these new foundations with the 4 of Wands. All right, so again, that's having that review. We can play leapfrog this whole time. Having that review and then coming into that creative moment. Why are you doing that? Why are you changing that? Well, because this is what's working. All right. So the numbers, the analytics, having a look at that. Yeah. Month 3, you should be at that stage of like, okay, having sort of maybe commitments for other markets throughout the year. I have to share something with you, but I'll share it in email. Speaking of markets, we were talking about that. Pretty amazing. So saying yes to opportunities, right? And when you're being presented with these opportunities, in your heart and in your head, if it's not, oh, yes, and then worrying about how you're going to make it happen, or if it's a, no, you know, kind of go with that gut instinct and allow that to happen for you. Sparkly shirt, sparkly shirt. Do the things that give you a little bit of a fright, because that's where the growth comes in. You've earned it. You've worked this hard. You are phenomenal, and you're still receiving your power for that, right? You're still welcoming that power in. April. We've got the Hierophant in the reverse position. So where, you know, like maybe some things are being challenged, some traditions are being challenged, some ways of doing things are being challenged, but it's also like this, the magician coming in with that. It's also the magic that happens in there. So this is a deep inside the soul decision. It may be like the influence of somebody that's in there. Or again, the words family traditions are coming through. So you may be rocking the boat with a little bit of traditions or implementing new traditions, right? Letting that magic really, really open up, as above, so below, and letting that happen. I feel like that's a gateway card. Awakening ancient wisdom. So it may also be calling on old traditions, like old family traditions, deep inner knowing emerging within me. Oh my gosh. And that is so the magician right there. Deep inner knowing within me. So what are some maybe family values and traditions that have been overlooked? Like, is there something that you can do that is going to sort of get that comfort feeling again, right? Like calling on the ancestors, not only breaking the generational curses, mindsets, etc. It's also embracing those strengths and that knowledge and that knowing and that generational goodness that comes with it. All right, May. Here we are. May, we've got the 9 of Pentacles happening. This is like the feeling the bossest of boss. It's taking a little bit of time to get in there, but the 9 of Pentacles, you know, is the self-made person. This is that person that's worked. You're starting to see the results of those decisions that you've made, right? What do we have coming in with that? We have the Wheel of Fortune. So pay attention in May. You got Mother's Day in May. Pay attention in May to some really profound. You may be landing a big business deal. You could be having like this breakthrough virality that happens online and social media, like viral social media stuff. That is going to pay off as well. Energy and spirit card coming in here. Mindfulness, peaceful presence, and quiet mind. All right, so with all that turmoil, keep that energy in mind. With Wheel of Fortune coming in May, right? I just feel like it's going to rocket launch you. So getting prepped for this. You don't want to put too much on your plate because you want to be open for other things, but you're still making your ends meet. And having that readiness to go is not being in panic or fear, but being in excitement and thrill. Okay, mindfulness. That's a number 1 as well. Oh, we've got 9 and 10. 9 into the 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. June. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th month. You can't see what it is. We've got the 3 of Swords in the reverse position in June. So a really profound healing moment, allowing that to happen. Ooh. One of those, like, aha things. Like, seriously, what do we have coming in with it? June's going to be a tough one for you. Okay? I feel like you're going to be battling your ego a lot in June. And sorry about the ring light. That's annoying. It's not about, like, what other people or anything like that. This is all, like, your healing path and the choices that you make. So in the month of June, we're going to have a lot of choices being presented. So again, if it's not a fuck yeah, it's a hell no. If you're feeling really wishy-washy about something, ask yourself, is it because I'm coming from a place of fear, right? Am I afraid to do this? Is it anxiety, or is it genuine, like the universe telling me to know? Okay. So you're going to have to make some of those decisions coming in there in June. But those decisions are like that healing leaps and bounds, the healing. Animal totems, number 27. Animal energy and powers. And just because we've got the 3 in there, we've got revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world, right? Animal instincts. Trusting your inner animal instincts as well. I know it sounds really weird, but you know, like there's certain animal sounds that we do really well. If you practice, start making animal sounds like an elephant, a monkey, a dog, a cat, a hamster. You may be resonating with one of your animal totems, one of your animal spirit guides. Okay, so that's something you'd want to do on your own. However, radiant joy, we're looking back, I've got the 9 of Pentacles. This is a resounding, this is, you know, like even though you're going through a little bit, you're feeling those feels, but it's a freedom. It's a radiant freedom. You're the pearl. You are the motherfucking pearl. Sorry for all the swearing. Okay, June. July. We got the King of Swords. Time for discipline, implementing some actions. And you know what? If you're feeling a little down in June, you know the tools you have. You know the tools you need to use to pick that back up. Right? So that's up to you. That's your responsibility in there. And you can. You've got this, right? But we got to allow all the feelings. And especially in the release mode of things where you know, that 3 of Swords comes in. It's like, okay, I'm allowing that healing. I'm allowing that healing. What else do we have in here? We've got the 6 of Pentacles coming into play. It could also be a balancing in a fatherly situation as well. Like, oh, I get it. I see you're getting the profits. They're seeing that benefit coming in here. But also discipline. Just very much about discipline, bringing the balance in, and being able to receive as much as you want to give. Okay? I just felt snapped. Being able to receive as much as you're wanting to give. Beneath the surface, hidden truths and something unknown. Right? And that's going to be that feeling of the 6 of Pentacles coming in after having the 3 and the 2 moment here in this last month. It's going to be that feeling of like, okay, there is some really big things coming from within me. That's a 4. 31, that's a 4. I'm just going to do this as well. Cherishing self. I love and accept myself. So yeah, it's a big growth time for you where it's just like, okay, this is all different now and we're moving into this. So taking time to cherish yourself, enjoy the little things. You know, I love a good fresh cup of like fruit juice. I enjoy a good meal. I like getting gifts, and you know, we all know how I feel about my tea. So enjoying the little things and cherishing, doing things that yourself likes. August, we have here the Death card in the reverse position. Ooh, what's going on in summer? Usually really busy, hey? Really busy. What do we have here that's going to complement our Death card? The Chariot. We've got Death and the Chariot coming in together. So what this is that feeling of movement. Okay, so While a month seems like a really long time, it really is not. It really isn't. So feeling that healing, we've got the Three of Swords, that Two of Swords coming in, lots of decisions being made in that time frame, moving into that discipline and practicing to be receiving and giving, to bring balance back, emotional, spiritual, physical, what do you call workplace stuff, right? So it's all coming together. August, it's that big release, maybe of control of outcome, but there's movement with it. So that cycle has come to its conclusion. It started, oh, I got a finger cramp. It started back there, but it's coming to conclusion here. It's maybe a surrender into it, a leaning into it. You know, like this is sort of, everything's happened here, and right around the time of August is when we're like, oh, this is how it is, and I'm going to enjoy this time. And you know, you may be questioned with other feedbacks or speed bumps that come your way in that aspect of things. But going back to those sevens, having that review. The Chariot is a 7. Funny. So yeah, going back to those sevens, having that review. We've got number 43. This is also a 7. Your eternal spirit, higher self, and sacred intuition. Oh yeah, that totally goes hand in hand with the Death and the Chariot card here. Just simply because, like that, it's coming to a natural conclusion, right? So allowing this to happen, doing the work, finding the discipline, but it's also coming to a natural conclusion. There's something that absolutely connects. And I know you've been thinking about connecting something with what you do spiritually into what you're doing. So this may be the year that that happens, right? This may be the year that you're not overthinking it and you're just doing it. September, we have the Four of Pentacles. Be aware and prepare. Be aware and prepare. We don't want to go into frozen mode. We don't want to go into hoarding. Okay, so be aware that you don't step back into a place of fear or lack. Okay, that's a very big heads up for September. Oh yes. And we've got the Five of Pentacles here in the reverse position. So it's going to be a little bit of a testing time where it's going to be, again, have that review, recognize how far you've come, what needs to be tweaked a little bit, and then go forward with that, because you're going forward into profits. You're going forward into goodness, right? So as long as you don't stop that energy flow, you've got that expansion opening up for you. Cultivating prosperity is your gateway card here. The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. Oh man, this is not planned. The cards just so line up for you. Okay, so cultivating prosperity is the universe is gonna test you with like the moments. Are you sure you're not afraid? Right, and those are the moments you have to take that deep breath and be like, yeah, no, I'm cultivating prosperity. Right. It may be time to review what's going on for the next 3 months. It may be time to like really take some things forward. September may be actually a time just to take a week off and have a vacation. Because when's the last time you had a vacation where you were able to take some time off? Automate your posts, do some stuff, like schedule a little bit of time off. Okay? Nothing set in stone. October rolls around. We've got the Six of Wands in the reverse position. What makes you feel victorious, right? We got to make sure that there's no place of panic coming through, but also because I'm getting Halloween coming in. Be aware, like you may be wanting to do some big preparation at the beginning of the year for Halloween coming in. So I don't know, is there something that you're planning for Halloween? Or is there something you should be planning for Halloween? The Ace of Swords in the reverse position. Stop, look, listen. Oh, stop, look, and listen. That's what's coming through right now. Stop, look, and listen. Is there anything in October that you can be planning for the end of the year? You got big market at the end of the year, right? So stop, look, and listen. New truths are being revealed, and I think you need to review how far you've come. Because sometimes, like, when we go through things, we come to this level and then we seek more information. We have some trials and tribulations. We have more comprehension and understanding. So when we get to that place, we kind of have to have it a little bit of adjustment, sort of like a truth talk with ourselves about where we're going to go next, because this is who you are now. We've got number 28, ancestors. This is a number 10, historical connections and purposes. Right? And if you are finding yourself stuck in this position of like, what is my purpose? To speak your truth, to create and to inspire. Okay? I'm almost feeling too like some information about maybe something that a past family member did that falls in line with what you're doing. Something that gets sparked earlier in the year. Unfolds that sort of truth be told that's coming out. Oh, you're just like your great aunt so-and-so who was very creative as well, but I didn't think about telling you that because I didn't have that connection until you did what she did. You know, one of those things. Coming into November, we have the 5 of Cups reversed. I like that. We were just tested too with the 5 of Pentacles reversed. So again, going back to this 2 and 3 of Swords, a lot of you're going to have to talk yourself through it. You know, we're understanding that, hey, the cups that have spilt out have indeed watered our plants in that garden so they can grow. Allowing that to be there. You know, and sometimes we feel like we haven't done enough, but this is a time of year where it's like, okay, you've done proper planning, so you can allow that to happen. Knight of Wands comes in, rearing up on their horse. They're very reinvented, reignited. We're like, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm feeling good going into this season. And I feel like coming from like the 3 of Swords here, I keep coming back to June, but I feel like coming from that, you know, that whole, you're going to be recognizing what you've done quite a few times, right? This is who you are now. This is who you are now. This is who you are now. November, I want one of each. We've got 8, teacher, learning a new path, and we've got sharing of yourself. I am an incredibly gracious being. Ooh. Yeah, and new teachers, new discoveries, new mentors, because you know that's been watered. And that Knight of Wands coming in, the helper coming in to move into that wholeness of being, right? The sharing of yourself. Incredibly generous being. You really are. You really are. So it may even be time for you to be the mentor come November. Okay? December. The High Priestess comes to visit again. So it's coming again. We're going into this cycle where we're going from looking at the Hermit. The Hermit's looking at everything that you've completed and accomplished and succeeded and failed at throughout the year. Because with every success, there's like things that didn't quite go as well, right? So taking on that power and being like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, I can do this. We have the Star card coming in with it as well. Okay, so come December, really recognize what dreams and motives and feelings have happened and come through for you through here. And really give yourself credit for the growth process, connecting with spirit, connecting with your lineage, connecting with your soul so you understand who you are more. Right? So we've got number 38, personal guide, guardian angel and spirit family. And then we've got stepping into stillness. My power is born in the majesty of silence. Ooh, and then we start off again, right, with that Hermit, right? So going into silence. So no worries, no worries. Okay. I feel like you're going to have a lot of opportunity to have mentorship. So people are going to give you a lot of good advice and take you under their wing, but you're also going to be able to provide that for other people. So whether it be in spiritual realm or in art realm or business or anything like that, you know, like helping other people start businesses or run a business, right? Have you thought about doing a course or anything like that? But that kind of mentorship. So you're going to have new mentors come and present throughout the year. You are also going to have the opportunity of being a mentor throughout the year. I feel like we've got a couple of minutes. I want this and that and that. All right. That did not want to play. So with this, I've got Priestess of the Light. Like I said, they just like yell at me. So an overall feel. I just want overall feel here. A beautiful reading, by the way. Thank you so much. I know it's a lot to take in, so the video is still available. It'll be up there for you. Hostilities, conflict, and unrest. Power over difficulty in the second section. A third section here, we've got sacred purpose. All right, so again, feeling like we go through a couple of different cycles throughout the year, right? So if there's conflict and unrest, pull on your powers, trust your spirit guides. We're dealing with power over difficulty, reclaiming your power, which is right in this feeling in number 32, wild. It's time to call on that power and call it, like literally, physically call it back to you. I call my power back to me from the universe. And then sacred purpose, eternal flame, and ancestral legacy. Again, reiterating where it is going. I feel like there is some sort of history in your family where you're not the only creative one, right? And it's going to be that aha moment. So you got the gateway cards, and I'm just going to pull 2 gateways to see beginning of the year, mid-year. I'm very excited about this. A very masculine energy is coming through as well, like, oh, this is how it's going to be. But no, be flexible with that, okay? So mid-year, we've got the halls of Amenti initiation. Secrets revealed, treasured, uncovered, and initiations. All right, so when we have trials, speed bumps, sometimes that comes through. And then Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension, and you are rising up. Okay, so that just tells us that the trials and tribulations that you have faced throughout the beginning of the year are leading up to this transition coming towards the end of the year. And a Keepers of the Light card, Ascended Masters. Ascended Masters, come on, Masters. I'm going to give a little bit of... Lord Ganesh jumped out. Beautiful elephant. And Serapis Bay, Ascension. Again, another one of Ascension. Ascension, peaceful presence, learning a new way. And then Lord Ganesh is an infinite abundance for you. All right, there you go, my friend. I hope that this answers your questions. And Happy New Year. Thank you for booking this year ahead reading with me. What a lot of fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 decks. Yeah, why not? Let's play with that. So yeah, thank you. Let me know. If you have any other questions, we can do follow-up in our email, okay? Mwah. Much love, light, and gratitude to you. Happy New Year. From my home to yours. Right, from my heart to yours. Thank you, my friend. And I will see you soon. Mwah. Bye.